Hi everyone, my name is Palak Madan. Today, me and my other team members named Rutvi, Janvi, Shweta, and Janvi are going to discuss the complete job analysis for a particular job posting. We are group number 1 and we have taken Subway as the title of our project. So Subway is an American multinational fast food restaurant franchisee that sells submarine sandwiches, wraps, salads, and drinks. Since 1974, it has expanded to become a global franchisee. It serves as an array of topping choices, and its long-time slogan is "Eat Fresh" for indicating fresh ingredients that are used in their sandwiches. It has approx 41,600 locations in 104 countries and territories, all independently owned. And its best-selling sandwich is BMT, that is biggest, meatiest, tastiest. We have taken the job posting for sandwich artist, that is crew member. Over to you, Shweta.
Hi. Our main agenda is to find a job posting related to the topic, that is Subway. After that, complete job analysis will be done by going through eText and by official website of Subway. The position we have selected is of a sandwich artist who serves and greets guests, prepare sandwich according to the people's preference, and they also maintain food safety and sanitation standard. The detailed comparison of job description and job specification is in slides. In the end, we are going to conclude everything and shares our opinion, which will be beneficial for new joinee on the basis of job description and job specification, along with the reference slide.
Yes, thank you, Shweta. So basically, we started with comparing the job description, the one that is on the official website, that would be Subway Careers, with the platform of Indeed. So these job descriptions were quite, I would say, different. When we discovered, Subway was quite precise. If we talk about how a code of conduct and discipline should be that employee should follow, as in he or she must be cheerful and should be helpful in variety of manners, should follow the laws and designed by the Subway. More if I would add is that proper food handling, should wash, rinse and sanitize the dishes and whatever, so that is followed and that is to be done. But when we compare it to Janvi, can we switch to the next slide? When we compare that job posting or that description to one on Indeed, what we saw is that Indeed was quite brief about the points that were stated, right? It should greet and serve the guest in a statutory method. Then it should demonstrate a complete understanding of the menu items. A person should have equal knowledge of the sauces and the veggies that should go on a food. This was quite basic, but when we compare this job description to the one that is given in our eText or what we have studied so far, the picture was quite different. The outcome was quite different. Or what we saw is we got to understand that something is lacking. And that something should be now explained by Janvi. Over to you. Thank you.
Yes, so as we can see that the entry-level position that Subway has to offer, it has a lot of criteria that is put on the advertisement that they have posted. And after reviewing all the criteria, after analyzing, we found out that there were some criteria that were present on Indeed and some of them were missing on Indeed, as compared to some were present on Subway and some were absent on Subway, as you can see in the chart that we have made. So on Indeed, the good thing was that they have provided the schedule, the salary, the job description, the job date, when the description was last revised, everything was provided. What was not provided was the hierarchy of the system of Subway in terms of who the job holder would report. The linguistic profile, the linguistic profile is understood, but it is always helpful when it is provided in the description itself. It always helps the new or potential joinee of the place. And so these are some of the ideal criteria that we figured were not present in the job description. Next, we'll look at the job specifications.
Thank you, Janvi. So when it comes to specifications, we have compared job specifications posted on the official website of Subway Careers and Indeed. So only in the scenario of job specifications, Subway Careers is, we think, more precise than Indeed, as educational previous experience, physical ability, written, verbal skills, location requirements, etc. are mentioned in details. However, Indeed just mentioned about certification and relocation. Janvi is going to explain about the comparison between the both. Over to you, Janvi.
Thank you, Palak. Janvi, can you please change the slide? Thank you. Okay, so in the job specification analysis, after analyzing the criteria which is actually mentioned in both Indeed and the Subway Careers, I think that the Subway Careers has actually mentioned each and every thing that is required to perform a particular job, that is the sandwich artist. And Indeed has actually forgotten some things which is really needed for a trade to perform a particular task. And as the Subway Careers has given each and systematic way the person or the employer at the employee which is going to be a candidate which requires a qualification and also the previous experience in that field to perform that particular job, but Indeed had not included that thing, like they required an educational background and even the previous experience in that field. In both the criteria, they have mentioned that they need a relocation, but Indeed had mentioned that it is only if required, like you need to relocate, then only you can relocate, otherwise they have not need essential element in it. But Subway Careers has mentioned the essential requirement in the list, that they need a person which has a perfect location requirement. Even in both of them, the duties are given, but I think that the job specification is actually properly mentioned in their official website, that is the Subway Careers, but Indeed had not mentioned each and everything which is essential for a candidate or an employee to work in that area, that is sandwich artist. Over to you, Janvi.
As Rutvi mentioned, so the job posting for the entry-level position is quite adequate. Overall, it suffices the requirements. It suffices all the understanding the requirements that it is that the joinee needs to have. But apart from that, for the part-time position, we feel that the number of hours, the types of shifts in terms of day shift, morning shift, evening shift, night shift, the perks and benefits in terms of insurance or sick leaves or the training period, will it be paid or unpaid? So these kind of little nuances that we call it, they are not provided anywhere on either of the websites, which can be misleading for the entry-level positions. This is only for the entry-level positions and not for the full-time position. So these are actually a recommendation for the official job posting, either on Indeed or the Subway Careers, as we believe that the recruitment process, it needs to be very precise in terms of their availability, in terms of their requirements, as it would only refine the recruitment process. And So yeah, these recommendations, according to us, would provide a great deal of clarity, both for someone who's recruiting and both for the potential employee as well. Thank you.